night of the 2024 volleyball season continues here in Louisville. The AVCA First Serve Showcase match number 2. We're set for Louisville and Wisconsin. Eric Freed, Holly McPhee, Katie George, all with you. Nebraska knocked off Kentucky. And the first serve of the season for Louisville is in the air. And it's delivered by a freshman. And the first point goes to Louisville. Nelly's. Kong for Scott. Charity Looper. Carter Booth kept it alive for the moment. Cabello goes a long way to Looper, sent back, and a smrek at the net for Wisconsin.
Hitter coverage, very important.
Kong set Cabello, and then put in, and Wisconsin gets their second point right now in this matchup. Here's the Louisville freshman. Berberger, with a quick set and a good early connection shown by that freshman set.
Getting her middles involved here early and often, that's such a difficult attack to defend.
Yulia Orgel delivers for Wisconsin on top 3-1. There's a swing, and that one is off the mark, and Wisconsin on a run here, 4 straight points. Last year was Wisconsin's 6th trip to the national semifinals, the 4th time in the last 5 seasons. That's how good they have been. Here is Smrek, and it is all Wisconsin at the moment.
Anna Smrek
By Orgel, 5 straight points now for Wisconsin. Orgel with the ace, and she is locked in right now.
And going at Anna DeBeer, one of the best 6th rotation players in the country, back-to-back points.
Wisconsin, it sounded like, talking to Kelly Sheffield, she was going to be in just the DS role tonight as she works back into the lineup.
Yes, and Kelly Sheffield told us that serving was going to be a big focus for his team this year, and they came out of the gates hot.
Worth noting that Orgel
To serve, second season with Louisville. Standing year last year, big swing, defended well by Louisville, denying Carter Booth of a point. Little off balance, but this is something to watch for. I don't know if a lot of teams are going to do it. Gulce Guchtikin comes on the serve. She's in the libero sweater, but we just saw Sage Damro on the court in the libero jersey, and this is a new rule for 2024.
Kelly Sheffield, Gulce Guchtikin come in and be that serving defensive bro.
So you can see right on cue, here comes Damro back in on serve receive. Franklin is denied. The block there for Louisville.
Maldonado Diaz.
4-year starter for Arizona. 7th in the Pac-12 last year with 3.5 kills a set. And now Louisville pushing back against Wisconsin.
getting the overkill pass.
Scott with the dig. Scott bumps it over. Franklin finds the opening.
Off speed, right through the seam.
Not at 100% yet, but Sarah Franklin at less than 100% is still pretty good. Maldonado Diaz with Robinson at the net for the block for Wisconsin.
That room to work around that block.
You will see 3 attackers in the front row at all times as well.
Cabello gives way to Ellie Glock, who is the primary setter a season ago, second team all-conference in the ACC for the Cards. Sarah Franklin back to serve. And DeBeer has been quiet so far, blocked out of play, and DeBeer is here in Louisville at the Yum Center for a second time. Berbringer goes back. Well, she is spreading the wealth so far, as you pointed out.
The net realizes who the shortest blocker on the court is and goes right after her, going after Charity Looper of Louisville.
That's returned by Louisville's defense. Furberger got there, but unable to do anything with it is the freshman.
You hear the reaction from the crowd here at the KFC Home Center. They just showed on the big Jumbotron Peyton Siva, who won a national championship with the men's basketball team in 2013, a fan favorite in these parts.
We should be watching for in her game. What makes her special and different here for this Wisconsin team?
Well, do you have a few minutes? Because she grew
We've
up.
got 5 potential sets here.
She grew up in the gym club her entire life, the Mizuno Volleyball Club, and she's just grown up learning, watching film, and being around volleyball, and she's got a high volleyball IQ.
Wisconsin in control for the moment. Looper with a much-needed kill for Louisville.
Great elevation from Charity Looper.
Elise Cabello from Claremont, Florida, comes on. Oh, great save. Said that a time or two during Elena Scott's career. Great save. Looper. Point Louisville. Their best of the match so far.
Helpful that they finally got a nice block touch at the net to slow down the attack from Wisconsin so they could play out of it.
And then a service error. Virgil was part of that 5-0 run earlier in this first set that gave Wisconsin a lead. On top by 4 here in set 1. Off the block. Smrek was there. I don't know if you're going to go over Anna Smrek.
And using the edges of that block, especially when you've got a large surface area to attack.
Nice catch.
DeBeer. Again, brought a lot of pace right at the block.
Late to press.
Scott sets it back for DeBeer off the net. DeBeer. DeBeer.
Great rally.
DeBeer. Oh, but it's not DeBeer in the end who's celebrating.
All over Anna DeBeer there.
Miss hit from the right side by Maldonado Diaz. Point Wisconsin. To hear from the players during the warm-up was really cool. Anna DeBeer and Sarah Franklin between these 2 matches here tonight. So we thank everybody for the access to take us onto the court. So well, we've got our best people keeping track of it.
If anybody needs it, it's probably Kelly Sheffield or John
Agreed.
Cook from Nebraska. So he got out in the clear. Nice job by Devin Robinson. She's the more offensive middle on this roster, but a heck of a defender.
DeBeer. Oh, Devin Robinson hanging in the air to get the point.
Talk about hang time. I mean, she's on her way down. Anna DeBeer's trying to put.
Oh, there's the setter, the freshman, Furbringer. Well, the Schumacher's on for Wisconsin as well, getting some time here in the first set. Cressy on the slide, Franklin with the dig. And then the back row attack from Franklin. Tight at the net.
Nice job by DeBeer getting in there, not letting that second contact go over the net, which would have resulted in a double contact.
Block to DeBeer for the point.
I like that set look.
She likes it on that outside pin. Not surprising that they spend the most time together on the court.
DeBeer serves to Franklin. That one's going to be off the mark. Looper says it was touched. Replay on. Glock sets it for Looper. No doubt this time. Charity Looper left no doubt with the kill.
A nice job.
Camden Schran comes on to serve for the Cardinals. Franklin finds the opening for the kill. Point Wisconsin, 2 points away. On kindergarten?
Well, she was 8, so 3rd grade.
Wait, 3rd grade?
Correct.
That's off hands, and Wisconsin has a set point here in set one.
Wisconsin, and obviously the big block.
Well, Wisconsin last year was first in Division I in blocks per set at 3%. Reese Robbins gets a kill to keep the set going. Berberger with the set to Smrek. Louisville there defensively. Maldonado Diaz. They say there was a touch. So the point.
Being that most outstanding player in the championship game.
Nice save. Louisville called in the net.
And that's how the first set will end. So the Cards in the net, Wisconsin 25-18 in set number one.
They both did an excellent job in those deep tournament runs. But Wisconsin has also utilized a true freshman setter before. Lauren Carlini was an excellent setter. Sydney Hilly had a lot of success. Nothing new for Kelly Sheffield working with a true young freshman setter.
Demir serves. Free ball and a point. Cressy, 2-0 Louisville. I know you both paid attention to what Danny Busboom-Kelly told her team at Serve and Pass this morning.
To have the ABCA first serve showcase here with 4 top 10 teams. Enjoy it, because this kind of opportunity doesn't come around often, and it felt like Louisville seemed uncomfortable.
And better than ever. Orgel serving. Robbins. Berberger with the dig. Robbins just got caught in between, and it's a point for Wisconsin.
Transition setting is so important. Your team digs the.
Orgel misses the mark this time. Service error for Wisconsin. Wisconsin won that unforgettable match in 5, the Cards' only loss of the season. Ball still up. Not for long. Smrek thought for sure it was touch. She is making a convincing argument. And that was a very definitive move by Anna.
Calls in real time has been awesome.
Orgel, good dig. And that is out of play. Franklin off the mark, point for Louisville.
In and out calls anymore because it's electronically monitored.
All in the interest of getting the call right, but also just keeping play moving. That's the great thing about volleyball. It moves at such a fast pace. You don't want to lose the momentum.
Being on the floor.
The gum.
Good point.
They are experimenting with the serve clock here. It is not being enforced, but it is here just to give everybody in the building and those on the court a little feel for keeping things moving. Berberger to Franklin. Oh, tipped over. Nicely done by Maldonado Diaz.
Nice job by Maldonado Diaz to recognize that you.
Berberger goes the long way to Franklin. Good attack there. Great pass by the freshman, and Franklin knows what to do with it. Last year's ABCA National Player of the Year. And on the overpass, Wisconsin will reset. Franklin back row attack. Berberger to Robinson down the line for the kill.
I love. Lates our hitter on the right side. Great heads-up play.
Tikin got a piece of it, but it's a point for Louisville.
Good job by Quebec.
Hong Kong back to serve. Grad student from South Dakota. Led the team in blocks per set last year. Trying to get it done from the service line. Cannot. Point, Wisconsin. Here's Devin Robinson. Point, Louisville. Katie, your thoughts?
Oh, wow.
You were saying?
Holly?
I'm
Holly, over to
speechless
you.
for the first time.
On the line here. Yes. Back to business.
Oh, nice. Nice up. What a kill, too, or what a hit.
Well, after some sloppy play from the service line, we were rewarded with a pretty good point. That goes to Wisconsin.
That's to make. Because
Agreed.
yes, you want to get it to her fast, but you still have to get it up high for her so she can go over top of blocks.
Cressy, the middle with the kill for Louisville.
I'd love to.
Berberger with a quick set to Carter Booth for the point.
Really nice. Takes her blocker with her. Really nice job.
Kuchtikin serves for Wisconsin. Another service error. It's been
For us, because we need to be able to utilize our DSs. Craig Skinner in match one, he felt the same way. So I'll be curious to see how many coaches across the country turn to the 2 libero rule that they're now allowed to utilize.
You have to have depth in that position.
What are the cons? But you were both setters. Is it a challenge for the setters as well?
Yes.
Yeah,
How
and
so?
I also think you gain a lot of confidence and calmness with certain players. Serve, receive, digs, go straight to the setter. And I feel like having your person leave the court and then come back on would be somewhat of a disruption just in terms of your mentality of having your comfort level be at a...
I don't sense her being an uncomfortable, that California cool, uncomfortable type of person. Sarah Franklin.
Serving woes continue.
Berberger back to Robinson and off the block of DeBeer. Point, Wisconsin.
As well, 4 kills, 0 errors, 6 attempts, hitting .667.
Good save by Robinson. Keep the point alive for Wisconsin. And that one will go long. It's a point for the Cards.
5th season with Wisconsin, hoping to go out on top.
Co-captain for this team, Booth with the kill for Wisconsin.
You know, this is such a learning period for all of these teams playing, right? Non-conference is a learning and feel-out period. And I'll be curious once we talk to Danny Busboom Kelly when they get into ACC play, what she thinks of the 6-2. Are they still even in the 6-2 by that point?
Good point, but this is...
As the setters, and now to a 5-1 this year. You saw Berberger already with 20 assists as we play here in set 2. And Louisville gets to 15 here.
You don't need to rush it and put them in a closet. You got to be able to get them up high enough so that they can go attack at the highest point of contact.
Out of the media timeout, Reese Robbins. And it's a point off the touch that is happening in real time. So when you come off the court, it's like, okay, here's what I'm seeing. And that's been a constant theme that we've seen between those two.
During the NCAA tournament in big moments and provided production, but she's also super energetic, and so she can swing momentum by her energy that she brings to the court, and you're seeing that with the partnership.
And that's pretty impressive, but for Louisville, they need to pay attention to that, so they stay home a little bit more disciplined defensively.
6-0 run. You heard Dan Meske, the longtime assistant for Danny Busboom Kelly. He's the one who helps that Louisville's getting serves in as well. That was an issue in the first part of the second set. Robbins. Robbins goes with the softer touch this time, and it works out better. For longtime middle blocker for this Wisconsin team, third season with the Badgers after 2 years with Kansas. Franklin. Well, that's another set for Furbringer. That was
even when the pass gets them out of system.
21 assists now for the freshman. Oh! That got the crowd going here at the KFC Yum Center.
Louisville fans want to see a lot more of that.
And a lot less of that. Into the net, so point for Wisconsin.
Well, can you side out and get back to finishing this thing so you can tie it up one apiece going into intermission?
Buchtikin gives it back. Good serve from the freshman. Smrek. Point Wisconsin.
And a Smrek going deep.
Senior from Ontario will head back to serve now for the Badgers.
You are lying. You would never do that.
A tough one for Franklin to handle. Cardinals have it. DeBeer. Point Louisville. Set point for the Cards.
Look at the true freshman Cabello getting after it. Gets up all up in play. Heck of a swing from DeBeer.
Looper serving for the set. And a point. It wasn't a hit down, it was just thrown down. For setting the pace with the 22 assists in the first 2 sets. 11 assists a set, excellent average for the freshman in their debut. Robbins thought it was down. It's not called down yet.
What a save.
Cressy, this one's down, and Louisville gets the first point of set 3.
In Louisville.
And Louisville was in the net. And
Her shirt, the bottom part.
that one goes long, and it's a point for Louisville. Franklin with a big swing. Louisville ready for it. Great save by Glock. DeBeer with the over. Set back for Smrek. Blocked by Louisville. Great defense by the Cardinals.
Matt, well, I'll take any body part as long as the ball goes up.
Tied at the net. Cressy pulls it off for DeBeer. Here's Looper. Robbins. Furbringer to Franklin. Good set in the kill by Sarah Franklin. That one floats wide. Another missed serve by Wisconsin. In his opinion, in the last 2 seasons. Smrek finds the opening, gets the point.
And a Smrek catching the back.
And that one is out. Again, no line.
Back that the ball is in or out.
Cabello.
Oh, what an angle. That is so sharp. She
On a dime that allows Sarah Franklin to deliver that kill.
Franklin with the serve. Cabello in stride, the swing and the kill by Maldonado Diaz.
Maldonado Diaz makes him pay.
That one floats long. Looper misses the serve.
Some kind of quick set. Put some pressure on Wisconsin's middle blockers.
They go outside to DeBeer. Carter Booth down the line, set up again by
Across the net for Wisconsin. She is one of the smaller blockers.
Yes, but I still think establishing your middle can really open things up on the pin.
There is
Your
Kong.
wish is her command.
Thank you.
Wish. Scott with the serve. De Beer. Furberger got there. Cabello. Maldonado Diaz sent back by Robinson. Maldonado Diaz sent back and then finished by Robinson.
Some really nice
To make another one.
Robinson.
again. The lane you would have slid under there.
In her younger days.
Yeah, not now.
Robinson, when you're hot, you're hot. Just keep feeding her.
Feels like the Devin Robinson show right now.
Robinson up to 8 kills. Cabello to De Beer. De Beer again. Overpass, Furberger, long distance, point for Louisville. Ellie Glock on to serve. Robinson. Again, Louisville works the middle. They've had success with Robbins, and now
getting out to the pin to close.
Block with the floats. There's Furberger looking for the point. Now Robbins from the right side. Point for Wisconsin.
Really nice.
Time on the outside with Orgel just playing in a defensive specialist role. She comes back from an ankle injury. Here is Orgel. Good diving play by Looper to keep it alive. Orgel counters with the dive for Wisconsin. Franklin has it blocked. Wisconsin still in the point. Spreck has it blocked back. It's Anna De Beer at the net, showing the defense. De Beer back to serve. Louisville and Wisconsin tied at 10, even at a set apiece here at the KFC Yum Center. Smrek up high, got the point. Robinson serving at De Beer. Here's Looper. Glock sets the middle again for Cressy.
I would run her every single time the pass allowed.
Why not? And she's very good with that cross-body swing, which...
Let's see what she can do from the back. Oh, Cherry Looper put a little on Nats for Louisville. Catches the tape, makes its way over.
Take care of Cressy.
Told you she could do something other than just kill from the middle. Robbins at the net for Louisville. Out of the scramble, Wisconsin off the antenna and a good serve from Cressy. Looper read it well. Back for Robbins. Tough one for her in a tough spot. And it's a point for Wisconsin.
Throw down once. We've also seen her attack approach as if she's going to hit on the second contact over.
Oh, Looper.
So Lane Kelly is Danny Busboom Kelly's husband. No, there's not.
What happened?
That's going to be long, and Louisville is on top 15-12 here in set. Louisville to serve out of the media timeout with the freshman Cabello. Franklin hammers it home, point Wisconsin. 15-13 Cards with Franklin to serve. Looper called for it back. That's deflected back out of play, and it is Louisville ball. Louisville.
Air for a while, buddy.
Furberger. De Beer. Nope. That's going to be a point for Wisconsin.
And a De Beer aggressive.
Here's Guchtikin to serve for Wisconsin. Set for Kong. Robinson was ready. There's the Louisville attack on that Wisconsin block.
Time again, it makes getting points terminating really, really difficult.
Oh, DeBeer looked like she was lined up to get a point there for Louisville, but it was not to be. Do you sometimes forget to use the size that you have the big advantage with?
Sometimes it's a reminder just to be disciplined, low and tight over the net. That's the most important move.
Possible.
Scott serves for Louisville. That won't clear the net, and the point goes to the Cards. Franklin. Point, Wisconsin.
Nice job by Furbringer. She's front row in that situation.
Freshman goes back to serve here in set 3. DeBeer. DeBeer again. Point Louisville.
Anna DeBeer working hard outside with the freshman setter. Danny Busboom-Kelly said,
Not impressive from Anna DeBeer, but she's doing other things to impact this game. Blocking, serve, receive, serving extremely well.
8 digs. That service run in the second set was key when Louisville went on a 7-0 run with her serving.
and hitters are all stacked on the left for Louisville.
So Cressy comes from the right.
I really think Ellie Glock 2-1.
And quality serves are going to be at a premium here when you're exchanging points, and that one just missed, so it's a point for 14 service errors now for Wisconsin. Franklin hammers it right down on Glock for the point.
Out of system bump.
So high level from Franklin.
Looper keeps it in play. DeBeer bumps it over. Franklin. Scott for Looper. Point Louisville. They say there was a touch on Wisconsin. Wisconsin's bolt shows.
So they reverse the call.
And the Badgers set to serve. Looper hangs in the air. Gets the point. Wisconsin thought they kept it up, but it was called. Oh, big moment there. The overpass. Kong takes advantage. Louisville 2 points away from taking the set.
Service pressure creating point scoring opportunity.
Attack that 2-ball.
Franklin gets a point for Wisconsin, bringing the Badgers back within 1.
Really good response right out of the timeout. I think Sarah Franklin, it's really hard to track as a blocker.
Looper. Franklin, oh, clock. Got the arm up just in time. Orgel on the attack. She's up in the front row right now. And a point for Wisconsin. Back-to-back points for the Badger. Franklin serves to Looper. Wisconsin a chance to take the lead, but Kong is there at the net to deny that opportunity. And Louisville has a set point. Looper serving for the set. Catches the tape. And then a big rip from the right side, Carter Booth.
It's a big play from Carter Booth. You just go up for a tip, get stuffed.
Gooch to King. Set for DeBeer. Set point number 2 for the Cards.
DeBeer pointed at her freshman setter, told her she liked it. Can they close it out?
Elena Scott serving for the set. Oh, what a play by Robinson just to keep it alive, but only for a second. And Louisville has won back-to-back sets here on their home floor, the KFC Yum Center. 26-24 the score. Looper leading the way with 8 kills. Cressy also with 8 kills. De Beer with 7. Maldonado with 6 kills. And Reese Robbins with 4. First point of the 4th set. Smrek missed the mark. And Louisville takes point 1.
And that was a heads-up play by Louisville's all over.
De Beer, she's been the consistent one on the serve tonight for the 7 now the total for the 2 teams. Smrek has it blocked back, but out of play. Point for the Badgers. 2-1 Wisconsin. Orgel. Robbins off hands. That worked out well for Louisville. Didn't look like it had much promise, but it's a point for the Cards. The combined 16 kills for the Louisville Middles here in the season opener. Go to the outside to Looper. Franklin dug out by De Beer. Sets back for Robbins, who put a lot on that one and gets the point for the Cards. Reese Robbins really came on at the end of last season.
Really resonates, and there's a great back and forth with the crowd. And anytime she steps on the floor and does something, the crowd's all over it.
Kong and Robbins there on the block, teaming up again. Set for Kong. Furbringer to Franklin. Oh, miscommunication. Looked like perhaps Smrek was called off by...
Hesitated.
4-2 Louisville. Mistakes from the service line. It's opening.
Right on cue.
There's going to be mistakes from the service line. Orgel saved it, bouncing around, still controlled by Wisconsin. Miscommunication for the moment for Louisville, but they're still in it. Franklin off hands. De Beer. Looper. Big swing from Charity Looper. Point Louisville.
We went from disjointed play. Dictate the tempo of the game, because right now Wisconsin feels like they're very reactive, Holly.
Agreed. I think they're playing behind in most plays, playing on the defensive side.
That's a point for Wisconsin. Sherpa's trying to lead the younger ones up the mountain right now, but it's interesting that comment there in that huddle about pointed at his older players.
And when you look at the court, I mean, you've got Charlie Furbringer, who's a front that are younger, and all your attackers for the most part are older veteran players.
Another point for the Cardinals. Years for this Wisconsin team. Now, granted, the freshman's pretty good. Furbringer has had a great debut here, and she sets one of those. Franklin to De Beer. De Beer resets, and then the block. Carter Booth and Furbringer at the net to team up, and there's the Wisconsin block that
switched the tempo of this game.
This one is off the block, the point for Louisville.
And
Other pieces other than Anna De Beer.
8th kill for Maldonado Diaz. Goes to De Beer. Goes to Maldonado Diaz and gets the point. Match is over. Scott to Franklin. Franklin dug out by Scott. Point, Wisconsin.
Carter Booth stays aggressive. That's a tough ball.
Gutchtikin came flying in to keep it alive. Cressy.
She needs to get her a little bit higher if she's going to be able to actually take a swing.
Tough set there. Mistake by Louisville and a point for Wisconsin.
And the growing pains and the evolution, the more reps, the better you get.
And you're getting those reps tonight against
the #3 team in the country, by the way.
team that's on the short list to compete for a national championship in Wisconsin. For Louisville. Franklin with 15 kills to pace Wisconsin. Point for the Badgers. Down by 2. De Beer with the quick reset. That one goes long. Service error again for Wisconsin. That's their 16th of the night. De Beer from the back row. No touch. Point for Wisconsin. Orzel. Robbins denied. Wisconsin has come back to tie it at 12.
And this is the front row that you want. Devin Robinson, Anna Schmeck, Sarah Franklin.
Berberger kept it alive here as Schmeck. There they are at the front. Big advantage right now. Great point there with this rotation for Wisconsin, how things are set up with Orzel serving so good, and then that big
massive blockers. You got to recognize that you got to send that to a pin in that instance.
And especially because she's established the middle, now
they know it's coming.
Exactly, and then you can go to the pin.
Fourth set here at the KFC Yum Center. Opening night of the 2024 college volleyball season. Louisville and Wisconsin in a tight one, and Reese Robbins gets the point for the Cards. They're back in front.
Because of the service practice.
Cressy goes long with the serve for the Badgers. Took set 1 with ease. Louisville took sets 2 and 3. Franklin with the kill. That's 16 for Sarah Franklin. Smrek.
Over her shoulder.
Looper. Oh, big block. Wisconsin, that size is so impressive.
And something that Wisconsin does so extremely well is block, which is what Louisville does so well to other teams. You can take a team out by the way that you block.
Great response out of the timeout from Louisville. They get the point. Set to Franklin. Kong. That's still up. Good defensive play by Wisconsin. That was Damrow. Looper. Orzel dug it. Franklin swings. Looper. Damrow. Smrek off the net. Looper denied by Booth and Smrek. Orzel keeps it going. Franklin blocked down. Smrek blocked. Point, Louisville. Franklin gets the kill.
Really nice job siding out immediately. Later than most of these teams and players are used to playing. All of that is taken into account.
And by the way, it's the first match of the season. We talked about the very start. You start in the fast lane in college volleyball, and
Shank
words
wrong.
to live by. 17-17 in the fourth. Franklin tied to turn it down the line, turned it too wide. It's a point for Louisville. Franklin. You wonder how much lift there is in the legs of players who are cramping. These are too
big
with this size.
Yes, even when they're not jumping at their highest, they're still unbelievably high. So you'd think that Wisconsin has the advantage in terms of how high the game's being played at as the match continues on.
DeBeer got enough on that one. Wisconsin couldn't handle it. It's a point for Louisville. There's a pause here for a moment. Here is Elena Scott. Good serve. Really good serve. Free ball for Louisville. And a point for Louisville.
It starts from the serve.
Booth just enough to find the open spot to get the point for Wisconsin.
The ball right back. Gucci will set in transition.
And they got what they want out of it. We didn't actually get to see who was going to be the second.
Kuchkin. Off the block. Point for Louisville. Block with the serve for Louisville. Furberger sends it back to Robinson, and the block by the Cardinals. They've been out-blocked in this match by...
Tracking that slide.
Good serve by Glock. Franklin off balance on the attack. Robbins drops it in. Match point Louisville. They win it with the block, and they open the season at home with the victory over Wisconsin.